Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Moments with God, where I share with you my simple and humble reflections on the daily Mass readings, or if there is an important saint in the Roman calendar. So I share also about their lives, like I did yesterday and other days. And today, too, I will be sharing about a saint, always with the hope that this information and reflections could help you and also me in our spiritual life, or some call it spiritual journey, because our spiritual life is not static. We are always moving, and that's why I call it a journey. That every day during journey you reach different stations, and at each station you discover something new about your inner life, about your spiritual life, and then you either assimilate it, you can ignore it and just leave it, or take it in, assimilate it, and move forward to be a more spiritual person. Today, of course, is the feast of Saint Lawrence, Deacon and Martyr of Rome, one of the 6 different deacons of Rome in the early 3rd century, very early times of the church, 250. But you will see here that there is no statue of Saint Lawrence here, Deacon and Martyr. Instead, what we have here is the actually 3 statues of the Holy Family. On my immediate right is Our Lady, and in the middle is Jesus, and on the extreme right is Saint Joseph, living a very happy, harmonious, Holy Family life. Down there, a little away from here, in this place of pilgrimage where I have come in Shio, there is another chapel of the Nativity of Jesus. Again, Nativity is a very happy moment. Christmas for us all a very happy, joyful moment. So, Nativity, Holy Family, and we can have an impression that Christianity is all about happiness, joy, and great fun and frolic. And certainly, there is a lot of love from God to one another. Jesus told us also to love one another as He has loved us. But when you come to both today's Gospel as well as the life of Saint Lawrence, the deacon and martyr, you find a different story. You see, Saint Lawrence, a young man, was martyred 4 days after his boss, Pope Sixtus, was martyred. 4 days after that. And actually, when Pope Sixtus was being taken to martyrdom, Lawrence called behind him, my father, how is that you're leaving me behind?" The Pope shouted back and said, "No, I am not leaving you behind, my son. You will follow me after 3 days. And right enough, 3 days later he was martyred, but there is a story behind that. And the story is that the persecution by Emperor Valerian, which took the life of Pope Sixtus and many other Christians, Pope Sixtus came to know that Lawrence, who was in charge of the church properties and material things, he was giving a lot of things out and selling things out to give to the poor of Rome. So the Emperor Valerian got greedy and told or ordered Lawrence to bring all the precious things of the church to him. And Lawrence, without arguing, said, yes, I'll do that. And the next 3 days, what he did, he sold whatever precious things he had and distributed all to the poor. And after 3 days, gathered all these poor and brought to the king and told them, "This here in front of you, all these poor people, they are the assets of the Catholic Church." And this is what Pope Francis keeps on telling us, that the poor are the most important people in the kingdom of God, because that is what Jesus also said. Jesus came for the poor. His message was for the poor, for the sinners, for the outcasts, for the rejected, for those living on the margins of society. And that's what Pope Francis is following, or many other saints followed as Saint Lawrence today. But you know, today's gospel, and this is today's gospel, not from the saints' gospel, Today's gospel, Jesus is saying, whoever wants to follow me, more suffering if I really truly love God. That is a test, I think, and that's what I'm trying to discover every day, what exactly is God's plan and how I can grow closer to Him through the examples of the saints, through the teachings in the gospel. Whoever wants to save his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for my sake will save it, says Jesus in the gospel today. How are you saving your life or losing your life for Jesus? How are you living in your families? Of course, I want to tell you that here at the Chapel of the Holy Family, I have prayed for all the families, particularly of my viewers and friends and families and relatives, that all of you may enjoy God's love, God's unity, God's protection in your life. I wish you all the very best, and if you follow Jesus, you will certainly experience peace, happiness, and joy. And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, you may please do it now. Thank you.